Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Unpopular Opinions with me, Randy Prizzle. Yes, if you're probably checking out the episode previously on the channel, you were seeing me in the podcast earlier. I don't know what Sweeney means, but probably thinking of Sydney Sweeney at this point. Sydney Sweeney. Ooh, yeah. But anyways, let's move on to the Unpopular Opinions of today, in day 4 of this continuous Unpopular Opinions until Christmas. So let's go with the first one. We've got Snoop Dogg is terrible. Now listen, in terms of lyrically, I don't think Snoop Dogg can cut it lyrically. So I hear that unpopular opinion. But I do think what Snoop Dogg does bring to the party is life. It's fun, is an enthusiastic energy. You can't really hate on Snoop Dogg for those factors alone, because Snoop Dogg is one of those guys that just brings that jovial, kind of friendly vibe, warm atmosphere. Do you know what I mean? You can't hate on the guy, can you? Can you really hate on Snoop Dogg? I don't know, can you? I personally can't, but probably some people out there will. But as the person said, he's terrible. I disagree. In terms of the vibes and the energy Snoop Dogg brings, no. In terms of him lyrically, I hear it. I don't think Snoop Dogg is all that lyrical. I'm being real with you though. Have you really heard Snoop Dogg songs? They're not that great lyrically. Okay. We'll move on to the next one. Stranger Things should have ended at season 2. Now listen, I hear it. Do you know what I mean? I think Stranger Things continuously went, but I think for me it kept it to the point where I was still entertaining to watch and see what the end results were going to be. So I can't really say Stranger Things was bad, but I do think that they probably went slightly over the top past season 3. I think it probably was going a bit overboard, but because of how big the franchise was, and because how much you wanted to know what was going to happen next, you generally wanted to watch it and you generally wanted to see what was going to happen. So it's a bit of both. I hear what that person is saying, but I also thought that Stranger Things was good enough to keep the ball rolling. That's just me summarizing it in a nutshell. Okay, next one. Open casket funerals are inappropriate and unnecessary. Now, I really do agree with this. Now, I'm not going to lie, I personally don't want to see someone deceased and lying in a box. I personally want to remember the fun memories of that person from when we last had our moments together, rather than seeing you in a box. Now, I'm not going to lie, for me, I did unfortunately see my grandma in a box, and I do still see the images in my head. It's haunting stuff. Ghostly, Gengar, haunter sayings. But I've had to try and get through that and get over that and try to see more of the positive past memories of my grandma rather than what I saw of her in a box. And now it's come to me now, but let's move on. It's mad. It's crazy. I don't think it's appropriate to keep caskets open. I think personally they should stay closed. The memory of that person should live on for the memory of that person when they were alive, rather than the memory of that person when they're dead. That's all I'm just saying there. Deceased, in other words used. Dead could be very grim, but yeah, you get my drift. Okay, we'll move on to the final one. Hands-free driving shouldn't be a thing. It's an easy way to get by. It's a simplistic way to get by. I think if you've got the technology to do it, cool. AO technology settings, 50 Cent featuring Justin Timberlake. Hey, yo, I'm trying to use technology. Cool, they're using technology. And it works. So more long may it continue, just don't give these things a brain. It's as simple as, or they're going to take over the world like Pinky in the Brain. It's just as simple as that. Well, that's it. And that's my unpopular opinions for this day 4 in a row. Till the unpopular opinions of tomorrow. I'll give my opinions and react then.